What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to the season 2, for lack of better words, of the Shimmah's series. I kind of asked for in December whether or not I should continue this series or not, and I guess this is an impromptu type thing. I decided to go ahead and continue it because, well, 2025, we have a whole new roster of makers, and I figured why not continue the tradition. Let's keep highlighting makers each month, and maybe I'll introduce you to a new favorite brand of yours. Who knows? If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, last year in January, I started this new series based off of one of the Facebook groups I help admin, the Shimmah's Facebook group, where it's just celebrating all things shimmer. So, it could be makeup even, honestly. It's a real chill, relaxed group. And we decided to kind of see if any makers would do monthly customs for the group. The group had been pretty stale, for lack of better words, for quite some time. And so we were like, let's renew this. Let's see if we can get some customs going. And then just kind of do it for the love of makers, celebrating these artists, essentially. And I will highlight them. We'll talk about their shop, things like that. And then I will show off the custom of some sort. I saw quite a few makers that got customs through us. They got some new fans, and that's really badass. That was the whole purpose of this whole thing. So we're going to continue it. We're going to keep it going. So with that said, I know I'm saying Facebook group custom. Does it mean you have to join? Hell no, absolutely not. You don't have to join. You don't have to join our group. You don't need a coupon code. You don't need any of that. You can go and purchase it. Now, the only thing we just told makers that are doing it for us is use your creativity, whatever it is you want to do. And if you are not able to, have it available even past the week, that's okay too. We want the makers to be completely comfortable. So some of the customs you will see from Shimmah's, they may be limited to, say, a week, like the one you're about to see. And then other times they might be available all the time. I think last year's, off the top of my head, I think Dom's and I think Lynn B, they're the ones that are coming to mind most. I think those are even still available, which they're beautiful if you haven't checked those out too. So I have that series going on. We're going to go and we're going to keep doing it. And we're going to do season 2 for 2025. I am kicking off season 2 with none other than Rogue Lacquer. Now, because this is a little impromptu, and I say that meaning I have her newest collection also that I swatched and worked on. And I figured, because based off of things that are going on in Rachel's life and how condensed this release is going to be for her, I decided I'm going to kind of break my own rule a little bit. I do like to have the custom be the only thing I swatch in my Shimmah's videos. But because of that and how tight this schedule is, I'm going to show the new collection along with the Shimmah custom, or rather duo in this case. So yes, there are 2 polishes for this month's custom. It's a beautiful duo, and I think they're very flattering, if I do say so myself. So we're gonna check out the website first and show a little bit of love to Rogue Lacquer's website. I'm going to talk about things I may have swatched or things that I have tried. A lot of makers, including people like Rogue, have sent me, say, base coats, top coats, and I've put these things through the ringer most of the time. So this is also a really nice time for me, an opportunity, I should say, for me to yammer on about, things I have tried. So going on to Rogue's website, let me just hop on here. Let's see. So, there's a 10% off coupon if you subscribe. That's super fun. Off the bat here on the website, it does state that there is free shipping on orders over $75 in the US and $10 off international. Now, I want to just really note, just getting to know makers over the years, shipping is a very expensive type thing. So the fact that they're able to do it, or a 10% off coupon for international too, is pretty generous in my opinion. Let's look at everything. We're going to do all polish. If you're new to indie polish, if you are new in general to this community, welcome. Rogue Lacquer is best known for her flakes. She does flake bombs like no other. She is probably what I would have to say as the OG queen of flakes. And it's not just like, iridescent flakes, that type of thing. She does these beautiful, chunky type of flakes. And I say that as someone, I don't typically like flaky finishes. I know it's just bananas, but it's my least favorite finish, if I'm completely honest. And her flaky, I'm like about to show you all my film I'm looking at, but you can see it behind me. The flaky finishes that she does, they're magical. And I say that genuinely. I think that some of her flaky finishes are beautiful. I mean, the first one that's coming up here is like Witching Hours. That is stunning. Very, very pretty. And they're always very, very opaque too. I've swatched for Rachel for quite some time, and most of her polishes always have a nice viscosity to them. They're not super thick per se, but most of the time I stop at 2 coats with her polishes. And that's also because the flakes are so deliciously huge too. From the Ashes We Rise, I have that one. If you don't have that one, I highly encourage you to get it. It's very pretty. And we've got some more flaky bombs going through here. Now her top coat and base coat is coming up here. I really want to highlight these. Let's go to Desert Retreat. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Rachel has sent this to me as just a gift in my PR packages over the years. And I do have to say that it is a fantastic base coat. It is, I want to say it's a ridge filler. It's one of those nutrition base coats. But for me, I have a lot of matrix damage on my nails, especially my swatching hand from just awfulness. But I have a lot of ridges, and this is one of those top coats that is very, very nice in kind of hiding ridges a little bit. I don't think it's an official ridge filler, but I have used it as such. So I just want to highlight that one. This is a really good base coat if you are looking for it, and it's got that nice milky finish to it, which is always something I think I require nowadays for base coats. Desert Oasis, while we're on top coats and base coats. This is another one that I wanted to note. This one is another nourishing one. It does state, yeah, I'm not seeing ridge filler, but this one also kind of does that too, with that nice milky nutrition type of base coat, for lack of better words. It does stay on the website. 1 coat under manicure, can also be worn alone. So this is one of those that you can use as like a milky finish, but I would still suggest using a glossy top coat of some sort because it dries down really flat if you wear it by itself. Let's see. We've got some more beautiful flaky finishes. There's a really old swatch of mine on here. That's super fun. That was when I swatched to my natural nails before I destroyed them. Ocean Water is really pretty. If you have not grabbed that one, that's one I really recommend. Rolling Stones is very pretty too. Highly recommend that one. Kaleidoscope is really fun. That one's got lots of those tiny little flakes through it. Sunshine Daisies and Buttermellow is really fun too. It's a really good topper. You can probably sponge it for the best if you wanted to do like, I don't say best. If you wanted like full blown like flake action, you could do that. But it is pretty dense as a topper. So that one's really good if you're looking for a gold topper. For as wonderful and perfect of flake finishes as Rachel does with her polishes, she also makes some really good shimmers too. I usually get pretty excited when I see shimmers from her because she does them so well, and they're always like super viscous and opaque, that type of thing. But going through here, the Pride and Prejudice collection, if you did not grab those, this one's sold out. I don't know if these are going to be restocked or not, but if you didn't get the Pride and Prejudice set, you really should. Those are beautiful. Speaking of Shimmah love. So without further ado, we're going to go over the new release, which is an office-related quad. They have silly office-related things. If you work in a cubicle of some sort or in an office setting, whatever, I think you will definitely relate to some of these names. So we're going to talk about those first, and then we'll have the Shimmah's quad for review, and then I will have the launch details per usual during the recap of the video. So without further ado, let's dive right in. We're going to start off this meeting with the Office Quad, and this could have absolutely have been an email. First up is Warm Regards. This is a gray jelly base with lavender holographic glitter that twinkles and a silver magnetic effect. This is one of those silver magnetics that will absolutely give you a true chrome-like effect when you leave it unmagnetized. And those holographic glitters are what I would consider on the finer particle side, so they'll give you that nice fine particle twinkle effect. When you magnetize it, there is a ton of movement going on with it. It was easy to snap to on the magnet and with the Magic Magnetic top coat as well. So I would classify it being very user-friendly. I think 2 coats was perfect for opacity. I Hope This Email Finds You is a taupe curly base with silver flakes. This one is quite bouncy in how it applied on the nail, so I thought 2 coats was enough without having too much over buildup on the nail. I'm going to strongly suggest stopping at that second coat. As you can see, it plumped out beautifully at the second layer. Honestly, I can't really see anyone needing to go up to a third coat with it, as I think that's just going to be overkill. I didn't have any texture or anything with this, but it did dry down quite flat. Need Some Wordsmithing is a peachy tan base with orange to peach shimmer. This is one of those really glowy types of finishes. It's a very Shimmah savvy approved, and I'm going to suggest 2 coats on this one as well. Now, I want to know if you tend to apply on the thinner side, you may need a third coat. That's really going to depend on your nail length. Honestly, I think this one built up just wonderfully at 2 coats. So I don't know, your preference on that. On my big giant nails, I thought 2 coats worked really well for opacity. Keep Me in the Loop is a marbled curly base with copper, gold, and silver flakes. We have another bouncy type of formula going on here. This one is very much like I Hope This Email Finds You, in that I thought 2 coats and it was perfect. This has almost that milky type of finish to it, so when you are going in on your first and second coat, I'll just caution you to make sure you're going in pretty level and even on each of your nails. That way you don't have any discrepancy in, say, how thick or thin the polish looks on your nails, if that makes sense. And then moving on to the Shimmah's Duo, this first one is Some People Are Worth Melting For. This one's described as an icy blue toned base with orangey gold shifting shimmer. So I also chose to wear this one at 2 coats. This is very much like Need Some Wordsmithing, that nice peachy gold orangey looking one that we saw previously. And I thought that any top coat's going to work for this one too. I didn't have any like over thirstiness or super harsh dry down. Regardless of what top coat you use, it'll be just fine. And then lastly is Love is a Force. This is a rich rose pink base with pink toned orangey smooth shimmer. This is so ridiculously flattering. This is one of those pinks that has this magenta type of lean to it, in my opinion, and I think it looks so good on medium to deep skin tones. So it's going to just pop so well on you. I think 2 coats works here as well, and any top coat is going to be just fine. And we're going to wrap this up with the quick Will It Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. So we have that one outlier here with the magnetic, and I thought it looked great over black, and it really accents the glitters going on there. The curlies, I'm kind of on the fence of, and then of course, Rachel's shimmers always look really good over black. I think they can topper very well over dark colors and or matchy match if you wanted to get just a little outside the box with them, especially the blue Shimmah Duo, just chef's kiss. The Shimmah's Duo and the Office Collection are going to launch January 24th at 7 p.m. Central Time. These are only going to be available for the end of January. If you are wanting, I say that, the Office Collection, of course, is going to stick around, but the Shimmah's Duo, if you are wanting them, grab them. They are only going to be available through the rest of January, from the launch of this collection through January 31st. So I will link you all below to Rogue Lacquer's website if you want to get in there and check out what we just thoroughly walked through. And I'll also link you to Rogue Lacquer's Facebook group if you haven't joined that and you would like to. And I will link you to the Shimmah's Facebook group. Again, highlight, bells and whistles, red alarms, all of it. You don't have to join our group at all to have access to these customs. But if you want to join that and, post your swatches and stuff, I so adore seeing swatches of, and again, any skill level, please, by all means, of any of our previous customs. That's always really cool to see too and celebrate these makers. We also have a doc if you are wanting to see our 2025 schedule. I think you're going to want to see that. You can get in there and basically spoil the rest of the year for yourself if you want to see the brands we have lined up for 2025. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe to my channel and check it out. Put notifications on, because every month we are going to continue on with season 2 of the Shimmah's customs. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.